you guys doing? Shout out to the chat family. This is the Marlene Saunders show where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. Hey Heather, hi Just Jay. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for your support. I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody for your support as always. So, today we are going to talk about evil. You know, the evil that we see, the evil that we feel, people's energy, the actions, and it's very important. Hey, developing mind, how are you doing? Welcome. It's so good to see you. A happy Wednesday to you. I wanted to talk about evil. There's a lot of evil in this world, everybody. And I know that you guys have seen evil. You've seen evil maybe within your own relatives, evil in previous romantic relationships. You've seen evil on social media. You've seen evil in the workplace. Evil is everywhere. But it's important to call it out and to recognize it and to not ignore it. Society loves to put different labels on things. They love to devalue things or to excuse it or push it to the side like it's not a problem, but it is. It's not okay to be evil. It's not okay to be disrespectful to other people. It's not okay to compromise other people's mental health. It's a real thing. If we want to be respected, we need to respect other people. But those who have evil intentions and are pure evil, they don't care about anybody other than themselves. Everything is about them because of what they choose to do. What everything in their life is about is just about them, right? But it's important for us to have this conversation of calling out evil. Don't ignore it. And there's something that we can do when we pick up on evil attitudes, evil spirits. You really need, when you recognize that evil is around you, you need to not only dismiss it, remove yourself from them. Don't feel that you can change a person who's evil. Don't think that being nice and being kind is going to help them. Actually, the only person that's going to be miserable is you. You can't help people who are evil. They have made a choice to be that way. Some people have made a choice to try to bring harm to other people. Some people actually are so sinister that they would laugh at your downfall. That is pure evil. And unfortunately, I can say I've seen a lot of evil on social media. People trying to dox other people, get people to get fired. They want to see people break up in their romantic relationships. They want people to lose their kids to CPS or other things. That's pure evil. But just like I always say, what goes around comes around. What you do in the dark, it will most definitely come to the light. Yes, developing mind. Removing yourself from around them. Yes, and asking God to look in, you know, to lock and block that door, you know, and to protect you. Protection is so necessary. We have to understand that we can't do the battling of the evil, you know, demonic forces. You can't battle that on your own. There's some things that we can do. We can pay attention, we can discern, we can feel that evil energy. We can look and see when people's actions are very sinister and dark. And yes, you can remove yourself, you can block those people, But ultimately, we need to put a hedge around us, and we need to protect ourselves with a spiritual awareness. We need to be learning and growing and recognize when it's time for us to remove ourselves from situations, people, energy, and all of it, especially when you're not experiencing personal growth. I know for myself, I had to learn that when I wasn't growing in certain spaces, I wasn't being helped, or only that you have to always help them, but they're never willing to help you. And it's all about what they want and what they need, and you have to do for them. That's evil. That's evil. It's selfish, and there's a lot of wickedness. Wickedness is in the air. The majority of people are only looking for their own motives, their own agendas, their own benefit. But when you recognize the people, whether it be social media, on the job, in a romantic relationship, especially when we talk about the dating, right? Got to be careful of the evil, recognize it, and leave. You got to pray these people away. You got to be immersed in your word. You got to know and recognize, and don't turn a blind eye and just think, oh, they're just silly or they're just mean. No, they're evil. It's a major difference, because an evil person has no problem trying to bring you financial, emotional, mental, spiritual, financial harm. Anything to compromise your peace and your happiness. Because some people have made a choice to be that way. Everybody can make a choice to do good, to do right, to be kind, to help others. But some people have made that choice to be evil. They have made a choice to side with wickedness and darkness, and they think that it's somehow funny. But we all know what that's tied into. We all know that's tied into evil and darkness and demonic practices. Some people have sided with that. But when you recognize what you're dealing with, you definitely have to protect yourself. And it's not even saying things, I always say, especially in instances when you are in a relationship with somebody and they are evil romantically, especially somebody who is prone to put their hands on somebody. That's not the time to be telling them, I'm going to leave you and you're a bad person. You don't want to escalate and aggravate. The best thing you can do is you say nothing, and you slowly remove yourself little by little until you're gone. You got to set up a plan, your escape plan. You know, you guys are always on my thoughts, and I know that there's many who are going through things. you know I know that some people have lost people that they love in death recently. I know that people have gotten divorced. I know there are individuals that are dealing with health problems. It's a lot of things that we have to contend with on a day-to-day basis, chat family. But one thing that you got to protect: your mind, your body, and your spirit from evil. But the whole thing about it is that we're not alone. We have God, we have the Holy Spirit, and you have those who are women and men of faith that will stand in the gap for each other. Don't battle alone, but you got to recognize, you got to protect yourself, and you got to remove yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't try to dismiss it. Don't try to make it seem like it's you. No, it's them. When you know someone is evil and you recognize they are evil, it's time for you to go, and go right away. Okay? Yes, we definitely have to be careful when it comes to dating. So that's my 10 minutes, guys. I do 10 to 15-minute lives Monday to Fridays, and I will tap back in with you guys on tomorrow. This is the Marlene Saunders Show, where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to all of my chat family. Thank you so much for your support. And I will tap back in on